Hey guys, Ed here. Today I have this Subaru Legacy, and in this quick video I'd like to show you how to check your oil and fluids in this car. So let's start. First of all, pop the hood. Find the latch, move it to the left and raise the hood up, it should stay. Okay guys, so let's start with the most important part, our heart, the motor. Here's our crankcase cap. Here is our dipstick oil, dipstick to check oil, and this is our oil filter. Okay, now let's start. For to check oil, you will have to get a paper towel, rag, a napkin, something like this, to wipe off oil from the dipstick. Make sure you check oil when the car was operating at a regular temperature. Okay, regular operating temperature. Then you have to leave the car for 15 minutes and then you can check the oil. So let's check the dipstick out. Let's check, wipe it off and then just put it in to the end, get it out and see the level. So our level is actually right now up to the second notch. When we're gonna start the car and let it run, the thing is this car wasn't running before, it's gonna drop. Okay, you see two notches, 1 and 2. This is high, this is low. So oil level should be always somewhere in the middle when you're gonna check. If it's at the bottom, just add some to get it here. How do we add oil? We get oil, actually you have oil velocity on the cap, 0.20 synthetic. So how do we get it? We're just gonna open this cap like this and pour some oil in here. Every time when you pour oil in, make sure you check the level, because you don't want to overfill it. That's with the motor oil. Next thing, the transmission oil. This car doesn't have a transmission dipstick. Okay, so the transmission work should be performed by mechanic or dealer, so keep that in mind. Next thing, power steering fluid right here. This is a power steering. How do we open? We just spin the cap and then you should be able to get it out. Okay, here we have the dipstick. Okay, so your oil should be somewhere in the middle of this bottom part, like right here in the middle. Okay, right now we can see it's all good. Okay, the oil is dripping off the dipstick, so it means your level is fine. How can we tell? Actually, well, here we have the readings. Okay, and how can we tell if we are low on the oil level? Your steering wheel is gonna squeak when you move from side to side. It's gonna be it means you are low on oil, and that's where you're gonna pour some in. Next thing, brake fluid. We have brake fluid right here. Okay, this uses DOT3, so when you're gonna buy brake fluid, you should ask for DOT3. Okay, they're different. So open the cap, check it out. You should feel it right here also. You have it here, yes. The level should be max. Let's say this notch should be the level, the one you should have. So you can take this cap out and right here you can actually feel the oil. So put the cap in, make sure this is clean and close it in. Brake fluid doesn't evaporate, so keep that in mind. If you are leaking, if you're missing some, it means you're leaking somewhere. And if you're leaking somewhere, eventually you will leak out and lose brakes. So keep that in mind. Next thing, coolant right here. Okay, we have coolant reservoir here and we have radiator cap here. Never open the radiator cap if the car was working and the car is hot, because the pressure builds up. You will open this and you're gonna get 100% boiling antifreeze in your face. So be careful about this, very careful. In extreme situations you might use water, but better to use antifreeze. For types and fluids, guys, go to the manual. Okay, and it's gonna say which type of fluid you should use. Okay, sometimes caps say, but for the stuff like antifreeze, go to the manual. Now, windshield washer fluid, this cap. Okay, so we just open, pour it in. You might also use water if it's above freezing temperature, because if it's below, the water is gonna freeze and the container is gonna crack. So obviously you don't want to have that. So So just get windshield washer fluid, open the cap, pour it in, close it, voila, simple, 1, 2, 3. Next thing is differential fluid. It should be checked by mechanic, because we can't get it from to transfer case and to differential fluids from here. So that's something for mechanic to do. And also Freon is AC system coolant. You should if you are not mechanically inclined, you shouldn't really touch it, because the system is under pressure. Just in case, if you're looking for, this is the high pressure hose and this is the low pressure hose caps. That system is under pressure, and if you don't know what you're gonna do, you might damage the system of AC system, or you might have some injuries. So that's also something to leave to mechanic. Brake fluid, motor oil, coolant, power steering, and windshield washer fluid is pretty doable, very simple. And yeah, again, if you read your manual just to get more knowledge about this. Okay guys, I hope this helps. If it does, please press like button and have a great day. Bye.